Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I would be grateful if you would take a few moments to listen to the following short safety announcement. On hearing the fire alarm, we would ask everyone to evacuate the building immediately. Please leave in a calm and orderly manner using the exits which are located at the front and the rear of the hall. Then make your way to the assembly point at the front of the physics building located at the car park side of the hall opposite the main building. We would ask you to remain there until instructed otherwise. Please do not attempt to re-enter the building even if the alarms have been silenced, as this does not always mean the emergency is over. Today, more than ever, thank you all for wearing a face mask. It is important to remind everyone that masks should be worn whilst in the hall unless you are crossing the stage. I would also like to take this opportunity to ask you to silence all mobile phones now for the duration of the ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation, and we trust you enjoy your visit to Queen's University. A short university video will now be played.
I've always had an interest in going on to have a career in research, so I knew that when I was picking the university for my postgraduate studies, I needed to pick a university that is known on the international stage.
Apply my skills anywhere I find myself. What matters is to apply the skills to make wherever I find myself a better place.
It seems to be a great way to separate yourself from the rest of the pack. Shows the employer that you're engaged and you're really interested in this area.
Since becoming a postgraduate student and I have access to the graduate skill, it's a gorgeous building. It's really easy to work your life around it. Like, if it doesn't take over your life, it improves it.
Please rise to receive the academic procession.
Good afternoon, and a warm welcome on this special occasion to graduates, parents, families, and friends. I declare open this congregation for the celebration of degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Please be seated. Members of Senate, fellow members of staff, ladies and gentlemen, guests, friends, may I say how delighted I am to have this opportunity to say a few words to you this afternoon. And to our graduates, may I say, welcome back. Our winter graduation has returned, and this event, a celebration of your achievements, is an important part of it. You've already received your degrees, of course, but circumstances denied you the opportunity of the traditional Whitler Hall experience until now. Today you'll be able to mingle with your former fellow students, with your family and friends, and it's an opportunity for us to say, well done. But there's something else to celebrate today. When you began your Queen's journey, you could not have imagined how much life would have changed by the time your journey ended. No one could have foreseen the global catastrophe that lay ahead and how it would impact us. Normal life, as we had known it, was put on hold. But let me pay tribute to all of the people of Queen's, to you and to my staff colleagues, for the way that you responded and adapted to this extraordinary situation, and how you helped the work of your university to keep going. And we should all feel proud of the way our people contributed to the well-being of the wider community. I think of those hundreds of students across our health and social care professions who joined the workforce early to support the NHS. I think of our researchers engaged in clinical trials, on vaccine development, working on research on new therapeutics, and examining the social impact of the pandemic. And our student volunteers, so many of you giving your time in all sorts of ways, running errands, making phone calls to the isolated and vulnerable. This is a service to the community of a very high order, and it is a contribution to society that enhances the reputation of your university and demonstrates vividly the meaning of our motto: what shall we give in return for so much? University life can be challenging, and undoubtedly there were nervous moments over the past few years, especially around exam time. And then came COVID, presenting us with the stress of an entirely different kind. You rose to that challenge too, and the success you're celebrating today is a tribute not just to your academic ability, but to your resilience. But there was help along the way. There was a team behind you. I'm thinking of those individual members of staff who did so much to guide you through, and of course your family and friends cheering you on from the sidelines. They've all played their part, so why don't we give them a well-deserved round of applause? Your education, helping you to reach your goals, creating, sustaining and developing a world-class learning environment, these are the passions which motivate the people of this university at every level, every day. Our students are the lifeblood of our university, and our graduates are the future of our society. You've accomplished a great deal during your years of study, and you've every right to feel a sense of pride in that. You have knowledge and skills that will make so much difference to the lives of others. You've been well equipped for your future by your time at Queen's. Above all, you've learnt how to be resilient. Your ability to cope with adversity has been tested, and you have come through. But leaving university isn't the end of something, it's the beginning. This part of your education is over, but your capacity to learn and the opportunities to do so are undiminished. Or as the American President Harry Truman once put it, it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. So once again, my congratulations to you. I'm delighted that we're having this opportunity to celebrate together and wish you all the continued success in your future careers. Will all graduates please rise? In the name and by the authority of the university, I confer on you and those whose names appear on the graduation list the diplomas, degrees and certificates to which you are entitled and for which you who are present will be individually presented by your head of school.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I present to you graduates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of History, Anthropology, Philosophy and Politics. Shannon Devlin. Emma Louise Fletcher Barnes. Claire Mary McNulty. Elaine Brennan. Carrie Michelle Schultz. And Kerry Wallace. And now for Master of Arts degrees in Anthropology with distinction, Patrick George Barry. And Roisin Elaine Kennelly. And with commendation, Darby Ray Hendricks. And Gareth William Rice. And now for the MA in Conflict, Transformation and Social Justice, with distinction, Alexandra Stephanie Brennan. Brianna Christie Griesinger. Sinead Una Jane. And Morgan Nicole Mattingly. And with commendation, Catherine Blake. Whelan Peter Doran. Neil Halforty. Natalie Ann Metz. And with a pass, Katrina Ruth Goldhammer. And now for the MA in Global Security and Borders, with distinction, Sarah Crossy. Carly Jane Gibson. And with commendation, Georgie Brooks. And Daniel Patrick Walker. And now for our MA in History, with distinction, Pierce Anthony McGee. And Rachel Laura Jane Newell. And with commendation, Adam James Barr. Joe English. Holly Melissa Jones. Ethan John Mitchell, Kimberly Parks, and for our MA in International Relations with commendation, Callum John Bowsey, and Dylan Brian Cunningham. And for our MA in Irish Studies with commendation, Jack Nathan Hare. For the MA in Politics with distinction, Adam Robert McMaster. And with commendation, Connell Hopkins Tong. And now for our MA in Public History with distinction, Lara Erin Morrison. Angela Claire Poulter. And with commendation, Jennifer Elizabeth Aiken. Rona Makatasny. And Amy Mooney. And for our MA in Violence, Terrorism and Security, with distinction, Anna Grant-Jones. Hussein Kurush Hosoda. Jessica Maud Key. Sarah Elizabeth Kenny. Leah Rachel Ray. And Zach Richard Taylor. And with commendation, Francis Kennedy Adrian. Shannon Atkinson. Callum Andrew Brown. Ashley Marie Clark. Jay Dornan. Cian Lennon. Callie Renee Morris. Catherine Marie Robinson. Orla Smith. Joel Matthew Stanbridge. Killian Thomas Vallely Gilroy. And Kerry Elizabeth Vanyo. And now for Bachelor of Arts degrees. In Anthropology, First Class Honours to Rachel Ellen Griffin. In Second Class Honours First Division, Aislinn Anna Brown. Natalie Amy DeLue. Charles Rayton Finucane. Annabelle Louisa Fry. For a Bachelor's of Arts degree in History with First Class Honours, Siobhan Ann Bankier. Anna Elizabeth Caskey. Nicholas Alexander John Clark. Edmund David George Doherty. Letitia Kelly Lindsay Kerr. Michael Patrick Lawrence. Emily Catherine Moffat. Stuart Robert James Orr, and Joseph Thomas Riley. In second class honours, First Division, Jonathan Stewart Bell. Tessa Natalie Callahan. Mark Patrick Desmond. Christine Colleen Yvonne Donaghy. Emma Louise Paula Downey. David John Caleb Drennan. Evan Michael Duffy. Linda Ann Frears. Emma Jeanette Joyce Giles. Owen Faircra Gormley. Cara Jones. Lucy Ann Kettle. Katie Rebecca Lawther. Sarah Caroline Mowini. Etan Tomine McAvoy. Dermot Noel McCrossan. Orla Mary McGivern. Leah Erin Marion McKee. Claire Jacqueline Quinn. Ellen Reaney. Emma Jane Smethurst. Jessica Rose Thompson. Declan Robert Walker. Leona Saoirse Barkley. And for Bachelor's of Arts degree in International Politics and Conflict Studies with first class honours, Sarah Rose Daly. Sinead Kelly. Rosaline Mary McGeehan. Dakota Angel Rose Reid. Sophia Emily Valente. Tobias Orlando Vinson. For second class honours, First Division, Caitlin Burns. Patrick Ian Denning. Robert Cameron Getley. Sarah Kirk. Patrick Leonard. Sarah Lively. Thomas Gerald Little. Scott John Moore. Kevin Rafferty. Caitlin Grace Tench. And Gabrielle Mary Wickham. And Dominic Murta. Now for our BA in Philosophy with first class honours, James Anthony Gribben. Harrison James MacDonald. In second class honours degrees, Jack James McKay. Rebecca Sarah Moore, and Sarah Isabel Francis Posse. And now for Bachelors of Arts degrees in Politics with first class honours, Ellie Chambers and Niamh Alice Oddie. Second class degrees to Nathan Samuel Robert Duddy, Megan Jane Gannon, Tanith Jameson, James Christopher McCarran, Adam David Aiken, Ella Jane Giddings, Francis McGann, and Joshua Peter Andrew Murray. Now for Bachelor of Arts degrees in Politics, Philosophy and Economics with first class honours, Matthew Stephen Dummigan, Aaron Keith Eric Henry Elliott, Roisin Elizabeth Muirhead, Isabella Grace Page, William John Williamson Daronia, second class degrees to Joshua Howie, Caitlin Tricia Joseph, Hugh O'Reilly, Kyle Ross Walker, and Toluwani Adebayo, Heidi Robinson, and Lauren Shannon Smith. And now for degrees in social anthropology, second class honours, Aoife Marie Madden McCarthy. Now for joint honours degrees in anthropology and history with first class honours, Jack Patterson. In history and international politics, first class honours go to Eva Cahoon. Lyle Campbell Halkett, Jack James Hopkin, and Sarah Margaret Smith. And second class degrees to Lucy Elizabeth Diamond, Maisie Jane Wilkinson, and Morgan Jack Young. Owen Stephen Lynch, and Rory Glass. For degrees in history and philosophy, first class honours, Orla Catherine Stanton. For history and politics degrees with first class honours, Phoebe Craddock Bly, Caris Jane Morgan Richards, second class honours degrees to Marianne Anderson, Kyle David Briscoe, Ashley Megan Cronin McCartney, Patrick James Darcy, Barry Doherty, Patrick Finnegan, Sam Hector McCormick, Shauna Louise McElhill, Charlotte Grace Nolan Brown, Jude Perry, Michael James Rice, Megan Holly Kinney, and Jordan Mark Thompson. For BA degrees in History and Social Anthropology, Georgia O'Neill, Rachel Sophie Grace Thompson, and Ellie Trotman. Now for degrees in History and Sociology, Matthew Thomas Collins, Niamh McGuigan, and for degrees in International Studies and Politics, Andrew Clark, Jessica Margaret Ruth Johnston, Edward O'Hare, and Ross Jack Wilson. And for the BA in Philosophy and Politics with first class honours, Ciara Catherine Byrne, George Cecil Pryke, second class honours degrees to Matthew Carville, Kieran Anthony Devlin, James Alexander Donnelly, Niall Paul Duras, William Frank Walden, and for the degree of Social Anthropology in Spanish, Dominika Ana Dudkovic. And now for degrees from the Institute of Theology. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Douglas John McGurk. For Bachelor of Arts degrees in Theology, second class honours, Victoria Ruth Dines, Cora Alex Sarah Gibson, Chloe Louise McReynolds, Kathleen Ann Pullen, and for joint honours degrees in Theology and History, second class honours, Charlotte Christine McCready. For the BA in Theology and Philosophy with first class honours, Catherine Mary Potter. And second class honours to Aisha Brown. And for the Bachelor of Theology degrees with first class honours, Luke Andrew Sean Rooney. And second class honours degrees to Peter Thomas John Beacorn. Rebecca Julia Kershaw. Aaron Abraham Kirkpatrick. Lauren Louise Linton. Stephen Christopher Maguire. Rachel Miller. John Kyle Mulholland. Niall Murphy. Amy Louise Patterson. And Patrick Smith.
Congratulations again on reaching this very significant milestone. And can I just say you all look lovely. I'd like to stop many of you and tell you what wonderful outfits you've got on. We enjoyed the privilege of sharing this celebration with you. As a university, we're extremely proud of what you've achieved, and we hope that you are proud of your university. As a graduate, you will always remain a part of the Queen's community. Stay in touch with the university through our Development and Alumni Relations Office and make the most of the opportunities available to you as graduates. Congratulations again. You deserve your success. I wish you every success for the future, and I look forward to hearing about your achievements over the coming years. And enjoy the rest of your day. I declare closed this congregation for the celebration of degrees, diplomas and certificates, and invite our graduates to join the academic procession as we leave the hall. Parents and friends, please wait until the procession has left.
Queen's Alumni Office was established to ensure that the relationship between graduates and alma mater becomes lifelong. Many people will have forged lasting personal and professional friendships while at Queen's, and the ongoing Alumni Outreach Programme aims to keep Queen's men and Queen's women in touch with the university and, of course, with each other. In time, alumni will make return visits to Queen's for reunions, public lectures, social and academic events, and perhaps further study. It's particularly important to stay in contact if careers are pursued overseas, and for this reason Queen's now has a number of graduate organisations based both here in Northern Ireland and throughout the world in Canada, America, the Far East, Africa and Northern Europe. So, graduation should not mark the end of your association with Queen's. Through the Alumni Office, those friends, contacts and memories can last a lifetime.